morning, Saints, and welcome to our first broadcast of 2021. It's great to be back. I'm Bennett Curran. We want to welcome a new face to the anchor chair.
Thanks, Bennett. I'm Joseph Holdneck, and I hope everyone is doing their best and staying healthy as we kick off the new year.
That's for sure, Joseph. Thanks for coming on and anchoring with me this week. Let's dive into the headlines making news. Joseph, we turn to you on an important update on athletics and the AIA.
Yes, Bennett. As of Tuesday, the AIA has reversed last week's decision to cancel winter sports. So, good news for our NDP athletes. The winter sports schedule will begin January 18th, as previously planned.
That is for sure a major announcement, and we wish all of our athletes going forward much luck and a healthy season. Moving on to other important headlines. On Tuesday, January 26th, Notre Dame Prep will administer the PSAT to all sophomores and juniors. This is an important opportunity for all 10th and 11th graders to be exposed to the content on these standardized tests. Juniors are required to take the PSAT/NMSQT to qualify for the National Merit Scholarship Program. All NDP sophomores and juniors are pre-registered for this test, so no sign-up is necessary. Also, remember there will be no snack sales on this day. Make sure to bring a snack, water, number 2 pencils, not your mechanical, and your student ID or driver's license. Students, keep note that though Wednesday, January 27th will be an on-campus block schedule with periods 5 through 8 for all students, seniors and freshmen will not come to campus on the 26th. Instead, they will have an opportunity to perform Christian service hours. Just go to our Christian service page on our website to learn more about all available service opportunities. Hey Saints! The time is rapidly approaching for our 2021 Together Auction Fashion Show. Mark your calendars for Saturday, May 8th and come together to celebrate our 2021 seniors as they get their groove on at the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess Resort. Fashions provided by Dillard's at Scottsdale Fashion Square. The night is filled with excitement. There are raffles, silent and live auctions. The entire NDP community is encouraged to join the fun, including alumni. Your support goes right back into keeping NDP the amazing school that it is. Registration for this event is already open. Just go to ndpsaints.org/AFS to purchase tickets and to learn all about that event sponsorship and underwriting opportunities.
Until the end, don't need to pretend again and again, we'll stick together.
I can't believe this year's auction fashion show is so close. All seniors are encouraged to participate. You should have all received an invite via TeamSnap. If not, please email Heather Warding in advancement at hwarding@ndpsaints.org.
And to alumni news. If you haven't already started to listen to our new podcast series, Forever Seeking, we encourage everyone to check it out. You can find it by going to youtube.com/Notre Dame Prep or listen in the car or during your workouts on Spotify or Apple Podcast. Just search Forever Seeking.
That's right, Bennett. And the host in our latest episode is Katie Knockin, class of 2012. She sat down with former NDP faculty member Tom Marr.
Hi NDP alumni, I'm Katie Knockin, and today I am joined by Tom Marr, former member of NDP's theology faculty. I do have to ask, you had mentioned that, and it was in your bio as well, that you were welcomed on campus by both Ms. Pecora and Ms. Stanley, right? And you taught both science and theology.
That's right.
And so I think a lot of people would kind of look at that and say, well, wow, physics and theology, you couldn't have picked two subjects that are more different, right? Mm-hmm. But I guess I'm curious, how do you see the interaction between those two subjects or the relationship between those two subjects, and where is maybe the overlap between them? Why those two subjects in particular?
The funny thing is, science ran in my family. My father was a chemist. My older sister is a mathematician. Second sister is a physicist. Third sister is a chemist. So I came along, and science was something that I had to study. So when I was an undergrad, I studied science, yes, because of kind of like my family background, but I studied science because I really wanted to know the answers to questions. Mm-hmm. I wanted to know why. Mm-hmm. Why? And simple things that science, of course, answers now. Why is the sky blue?
Right.
Why does this wheel stop? Those types of things. We can answer all those things. But I discovered the higher up I got in science, the higher up I got in physics, it was really failing to answer the questions I really wanted to know. I wanted to know why we existed. I wanted to know what was the nature of love, whether or not things can be, ethics is objectively good, or it's only what we want to say is good. And in some ways, physics was failing to answer those questions. It kind of led me there, but it wasn't scratching the itch that I really had.
Yeah,
And that's what transitioned me into philosophy. So I guess the answer to the question is, and many people think that somehow science and theology are opposed, and they're not, because we recall that the truth can never contradict itself. So whatever is true in science is still true, but it is still very limited. There's a limitation in its scope, and this is something that I try to get across to my philosophy students now, that science only deals with the quantifiable. But the most important things in our lives are non-quantifiables. So we want to talk about love in the end. We want to talk about hope in the end. We want to talk about what's good. And in some ways, science it's just not built for that.
Right.
Science does answer a lot of questions that are really satisfying to us, but not satisfying to us in the human
Spiritual,
way,
yeah,
in the
right,
spiritual
right.
human way that I wanted to. So in some ways, it's not that these subjects are in any way opposed. It's the limitations of physics that got me to hunger for something more.
That was such a great interview. Thank you so much, Tom and Katie. Speaking of faculty, we have 2 new faculty members who joined NDP over the break.
So my name's Olivia Woodworth. I'm teaching science this semester. I'm going to be teaching biology and physical science, or STEM. And I'm originally from Alaska, but I've been here for a few years. I graduated from Arizona State with my biology degree, and I just loved it here so much I decided to stay.
My name's Courtney McCarthy. I've lived in Arizona for the past 30 years. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. I graduated from college at Washington University in St. Louis with a degree in business. Came out here, started a financial planning firm, did that for 25 years. Then realized that the part about financial planning that I enjoyed the most was actually giving seminars and educating people, not so much sitting down and doing the planning. So I looked at my life and I said, I'd rather be an educator than I would be a planner. So I went back to school to Rio Salado, and I'm currently student teaching with Mrs. Morena.
So, if you haven't already, please welcome and say hello to Mrs. McCarthy and Mrs. Woodworth. NDP is super excited to have you both.
It's now time for our favorite segment of the week. This time, we're recognizing a special faculty member. It's Teacher of the Week. Our Teacher of the Week isn't a teacher at all. Congratulations to Mr. Schaff, our Assistant Athletic Director. Mr. Schaff is new to NDP this year. He arrived on campus during a constantly changing time when it comes to athletics and COVID. He has shown grace, kindness, and positivity in the face of uncertainty. He keeps us informed about AIA decisions and new regulations. But most importantly, he keeps us informed on the success of teams and individual athletes. For these reasons, you've been selected as our NDP Live Teacher of the Week. Thank you, Mr. Schaff, and welcome to the Notre Dame Prep community of saints. If you know a student or teacher who deserves to be recognized for their achievements, please send your nominations to Mr. Henderson at jhenderson@ndpsaints.org to be featured in an upcoming video announcement. And don't forget to check out ndplive.org for all the news our students write and produce. From fine arts to athletics to academics and faith formation, there's something for everybody.
And now, a thank you to Black Rock Coffee at Thompson Peak and Bell for being NDP Live's video announcements official sponsor. Well, Saints, that's all the news we have for you this week. Thanks for watching.
Oh, and we can't forget to give a huge birthday shout out to our NDP Live producer extraordinaire, Carlo Lanza. He celebrated his birthday on Tuesday. Happy belated birthday, Carlo. See you next week, Saints.